Today, a number of Indian athletes were featured in Tokyo. And let's start off with a wrestler who, get this, is going to play for the gold medal. Today we had Ravikumar Dahiya featured, and in the semi-finals he took on a champion, Nurislav Sanayev, and actually pulled that out. Even though he was down, he actually pulled that bout out through a forfeit in the very last minute. Nurislav was leading, he had the confidence, but Ravikumar did not give up, and this assures our nation of a silver medal, possibly a gold. And before that, Ravikumar, in the 1/4 elimination, had taken on Georgy Vengelov of Bulgaria. And in this match, there wasn't much of a match. He was up 14-4 and awarded the victory. This is where the wrestler really started showing his class. He got the confidence from the first round. He brought it in the second round, and he stayed all 3 rounds in one day. Just a little before he played Vengelov, Ravi started off his campaign against Colombian Eduardo Tigreros Urbanos and pulled that out by a score of 13-2. So now what we're going to see from this athlete is a very interesting matchup. He plays the world #1 in the final round, Zuar Uguev of the Russian Olympic Committee. Uguev is a 2-time defending world champion, and in this case, Ravikumar will need all his best to see if India could secure a gold. All this happened quickly. Let's continue to follow him. And today another wrestler was also featured that won a number of rounds. We're talking about Deepak Punya, the #2 ranked wrestler in the world in the 86 kg category. In his final round, in the semi-final, he came up short. So he played Morris Taylor, who is a 2-time, again, defending world champion from the United States. This match wasn't close. It was 10-0. But Deepak does have an opportunity to win the bronze through the repechage. Let's take a look at what else Deepak faced today and the victories that he had. In the round before, he took on a formidable challenge of Zushen Lin of China. And in this case, he came from behind a bit and then kept his confidence to go up 6-3 and book that place in the semifinals. And then right before that, he also had a good challenge, but a one-sided result. Ekerekeme Agiomor was from Nigeria, and it looked to be even at the beginning, but Deepak pulled away with a mammoth 12-1 victory. Congratulations to our male wrestlers, Deepak Punya, as well as Ravikumar Dahiya. You have done the country proud. From our men, let's go to the women in wrestling itself. We had Anshu Malik, all of 19 years old, and taking on the European champion and one of the best wrestlers in the world, Irina Kurachkina. Anshu Malik pulled through in this one, winning 8-2, and she has an opportunity to take a bronze medal via repechage. Again, in wrestling, if you lose to an opponent who goes on to the finals, who goes on to win, you can continue wrestling to see if you get a medal. That's how Sakshi Malik and Sushil Kumar in the past won their bronze medals. So this is a very interesting format, and our athletes are not out. Let's stay with combat sports, and let's talk about a pugilist. Boom Boom Borgohen was featured today. This was an important matchup for her. She had been waiting days. She took on the world's best boxer, Businaz Surminelli, in the 64-69 kg semifinals. Interestingly, both boxers have promised their president or prime minister that they will do their best to bring a medal. In fact, Businaz had promised President Erdogan years ago that she will come back ideally with a gold, and she was full of confidence. Lovlina had a close first round in that bout. It was 10-9, a score by all 5 judges. But as the match progressed, it didn't look very good for our Indian pugilist, and she went down 5-0 in unanimous decision, but not before securing the bronze medal. Okay, let's move on to some team sports. And in hockey, the Indian women's team were featured in likely the most important match in Olympic history for this team, semi-finals. They had lost their first 3 matches, won the next 3, including a huge surprise win over Australia, They took on Argentina, went up 1-0. For 18 minutes, the Indian Eves were leading, looking like they're going into the gold medal match. Gurjeet Kaur, our drag flicker, brought us the goal in the second minute itself. But Argentina did come storming back. This is a world-class team, and their skipper made 2 drag flicks herself, and Maria Noel Barruenuevo made those 2 goals that made the difference in this match. India bow out, but can play for the bronze medal match where they will play Olympic champions Great Britain. We had lost to them 4-1 last time. Let's see what the results will be in the semi-finals. Cheer for them and cheer for the men's hockey team as they play for the bronze medal too. Let's move on from hockey to track and field. Athletes in action. A world-class athlete in action, Neera Chopra, was featured today. He just needed 1 throw of that javelin to finish with, get this, the top distance of all in the field, including the legend Johannes Vedder, who threw for a meter less than Neera Chopra. This is not his best even. Neera Chopra has shot 88 meters, but he qualifies for the final with the best throw on day 1, and he will be a medal contender. Let's cheer this athlete, and let's hope that he keeps the confidence for 3 days, because that's how long it will take to get to the final. We also had another javelin athlete today, and that was Shiv Pal Singh. Shiv Pal had a throw of 76.4, not enough to qualify for the final, and a bit short of what he would have liked, but still competing at the higher stage. Hats off. Finished 13th in the group, 27th overall. Doesn't move on to the finals, but has represented India. From Shiv Pal, let's move on to another athlete. On the women's side in golf, let's digest this. That player on your screen, Aditi Ashok, ranked 200 in the world. Number 1 in the world, Lena Korda, okay, who's also competing. Both the number 1 in the world and this number 200 in the world finished with the same score. It was Nelly Korda and Aditi Ashok finished 4 under par after day 1 at 67. Aditi Ashok is number 2 in the field behind Madeline Sargstorm. She will hope for that luck next time. Remember, Aditi was leading the pack at the last Olympics too. Let's hope that momentum continues. And we had another golfer in the fray, Diksha Dagar. Diksha had come into competition through a last-minute change, and she was included. She is a silver medalist at the Deaf Olympics, is a hearing-impaired athlete who is India's top amateur golfer. Right now, she was 5 over par, so 76 on a course where the par is 71, and she's now tied at the 56th position. Let's hope luck changes a little bit more for Diksha in the coming days. From national to international stars featured today. A signature race was taking place today, 200 meters men's final. And here, look at the third name, the bottom name there, Noah Lyles, highly touted athlete from the United States, expected to win. The top name, Andre de Grasse, pulled it out at 19.62. From Canada, this is a runner who was overdue for a gold. He got it. Kenneth Badronek took the silver. Now, what was interesting is that there's also a 17-year-old phenom who was supposed to be the next Usain Bolt. Erion Knighton, he finished in 4th place. De Grasse represented the Canadians and took home the prized gold in this race. Another race, a high-profile race was also featured today for the women, 400 meters. And in this 400 meters hurdles category, a world record was set. USA's McLaughlin pulled it out, 51.46, beat her own world record. She had set that world record of, I think, 51.58 was the previous record, and she pulled this one out, 51.46. Delilah also clocked under 52 seconds in a fabulous and a blazing run. This was her personal best, and Femke Bol of Netherlands got the bronze medal. Okay, so from running and sprinting, let's go over to cycling. In the men's cycling team pursuit, Italy breaks the world record to win in 3:42, and see this, 1,000th of a second, 0.32. They defeat Denmark in a thrilling final, and it came down to, just as you see, a fraction of a second. But the Italians can have this to celebrate with their Euro victory in football and the fastest man in the world brag. Well done, Italy. And from cycling, let's take you to another sport that's a first at these Olympics. Women's combined speed qualification in sport climbing. We have here an Olympic record set by Alexandra Miroslav of Poland. 6.97 seconds, breaking that 7-second barrier. And she's again the two-time speed world champ when it comes to sport climbing. So here we're seeing Polish athletes also getting in the fray and doing their country proud. And then we have one more news event, international. And then here, let's show it to you in the light heavyweight 75 to 81 kg category. Arlen Lopez of Cuba beats Benjamin Whittaker 4-1 and takes home the gold. This is only the second Olympic boxing medal for Cuba, a country that takes pride in its fighters and also takes pride in a lot of salsa, bachata dancing. This time the pugilists getting it done. So that is the international roundup. Now let's talk about what's coming up for Indian athletes tomorrow. Get ready for number 2 on the board. Aditi Ashok starting out bright and early Indian Standard Time, 5:55 a.m. Come and cheer this athlete. She's playing with the world's best. Nelly Korda, that's also featured there, is the daughter, by the way, of world number 2 tennis player Peter Korda and the sister of a world top 40 tennis player who is going to be in the top 10, people say, Sebastian Korda. There's 2 sisters in the top 15. This is world number 1. She will start off as the same score as Aditi Ashok. Right after that, if you're following on TV, you will see the men's bronze medal match, India versus Germany. This is going to be for pride. 8-time gold medalists India have not won a medal in 41 years. Tomorrow they can change that, but they need to win. Manpreet's men will be strong. They'll be ready. Shrijesh in the goal will keep the goal as one of the world's best goalkeepers. Can we do it against Germany? 7 a.m. tomorrow. Diksha Dagar, our other entrant in golf, as we just described a little earlier, will also be featured in her round 2. There are 4 rounds in golf. Her round will be at 7:39 a.m. And then get ready for a bunch of our wrestlers. Anshu Malik will hope through repechage to get as far as she can, hopefully a bronze. She takes on Kublova Valeria tomorrow at 8 a.m. Following her, we have Vinesh Phogat. Vinesh Phogat is the number 1 wrestler in the world and number 1 by a margin. She's favored against Sophia Matson. She will be taking Sophia on the mat early, also 8 a.m. in the 53 kg category. Come and cheer this world-class athlete. After that, we have as many as 3 men featured in the 20-kilometer walk. So watch out for Irfan, Sandeep Kumar and Rahul Rohila as they represent the nation for this mini marathon where you can't run and you can't be slow as a walker either. 20-kilometer walk tomorrow, and then some more wrestling coming up. Ravi Kumar Dahiya going for the gold medal, 2 p.m. Wake up from that afternoon nap, watch history in action. He's going to take Uguev Zavur from the Russian Olympic Committee. Zavur is the world champion, the number 1 boxer, the number 1 wrestler in this category, and 56 kg. They're saying he's one of the best ever. Ravi will need one of his best ever performances to compete, and the day will end for Indian participants with Deepak Punya. Deepak, again, hoping to get to a medal, and bronze medal will be on stake. He lost to the world champion wrestler today in that 86 kg category. We'll be hoping for that medal. So much going on tomorrow. And let's cap the show off with an overall look at how do athletes and countries stand in the medal tally. China is holding on. 9 less medals than United States, but a lot more gold. 7 more golds, 32 golds for China, 25 for the United States. Japan holding on to Great Britain. Great Britain, some close losses in sports they win, especially cycling. That has cost them. They are in number 4 position, but rise some spots, as do Australia with 15 gold medals. The US and Australia are going to fight it out. Japan holding on firmly. Let's take a look at the second part of this tally. The Russian Olympic Committee now drops down, but just one medal making the difference. They're hoping some of their wrestlers tomorrow make that difference up. Germany in 7th place, France 8, and Italy 9, holding on with 6 each. Italy's big gold medal and surprise medal coming in cycling. India is now in the 65th position, but wait, there might be a gold tomorrow. There might be a couple of bronzes. So let's see how this moves. That's your update, 15 minutes, just a few days left. Please follow these games, they are a treat. And for right now, I wish you a good night.
दूरदर्शन की फ्री डीटीएच सर्विस डीडी फ्री डिश जो 108 टीवी चैनल और 50 से भी ज्यादा रेडियो चैनल बिना किसी मासिक शुल्क के उपलब्ध कराता है। प्रसार भारतीज ऐप न्यूज ऑन एयर